SEO takes time, we all know that, but what if there was a way that you could make changes to your website and get instant uplifts in organic traffic? Not paid, not social, organic traffic. Well, there is a way. The challenge is just finding these opportunities. So I'm going to show you right now how to find some really quick wins for organic traffic. So before you think about trying this for your own site, you just need one thing, and that is Search Console, Google Search Console. If you don't have that, you should have. So get that set up. There's tons of valuable data in there. If you do have that, let's dive in. Now I'm going to be using RankCaddy for this because there's a feature in there called Data Dive that makes it so much easier to use Search Console and way easier to get quick wins and insights like this from it. But you can do this with Search Console too. Now the quick win we're going to be looking at today is related to high impressions and low click-through rate data in Search Console. Another way you can do this is by looking at pages that are ranking but also have a low click-through rate. So you might look at pages that have an average rank in the top 10, but they have really low click-through rates. So what we're basically looking for is pages that are being seen in search results, but people aren't clicking on them. And if we can figure out why they're not clicking on them, we could potentially create some instant uplifts in traffic. This could be changes as simple as just updating the title tags and meta descriptions to improve those click-through rates. And we'll look at a real life example in a moment. If you're doing this directly in Search Console, you might want to have a play about with the numbers you're using in terms of the filtering, but the easiest way to do this is just to filter your pages by a low click-through rate, and this should be something under your average click-through rate. So for example, you might just want to start by looking at everything with a click-through rate under 2%. And then order your pages by highest impression. Now you can start looking into each of these pages and start looking at what keywords are causing the low click-through rates and looking at how these pages are currently optimized. And this is where RankCaddy's Data Dive is way easier to use than Search Console. So let's dive in and look at an example. So in this example, I'll be looking at a personal training website, and I'm just going to dive straight into one of these opportunity filters here. So as mentioned before, I'm going to be looking at high impressions, low click-through rate. So let's just run that. So we're now filtering everything in Search Console by that filter. And as mentioned before, it's way easier to view things in here than it is Search Console. So for example, I can just open these up, see what keywords are showing impressions or clicks for these pages, look at on-page data, and rather than having to flick between tabs and reset filters and everything in Search Console, I can just go to the next page and look at the same data and so on. So in this example, I'm going to look at this foam rolling page. So I'm just going to open the data for that page, and you can see I've still got the filter set here. So I'm now looking at keywords that are driving impressions to this page but have a really poor click-through rate. So I want to look at why are these click-through rates so poor? Are they relevant to the page? Can I ignore them? Or actually, is there a huge missed opportunity here? So let's have a look at these. Okay, so we can immediately see some keywords here that have really low click-through rates. So we've got things like foam roll, how to use foam rollers, the benefits of foam rolling, and I've already generated on-page reports here. So let's have a quick look at what's going on with the current title tag. So we've got the do's and don'ts of foam rolling, a beginner's guide to SMR. I have no idea what SMR is. And the meta description seems to just be a general description about foam rolling. So let's dive into the page and have a little look on there. So we've got the do's and don'ts of foam rolling. We've got quite a big chunk of text there. Then we're going into soft tissue dysfunction. We're going into further benefits of foam rolling. I haven't seen any other benefits yet, so that could be an issue. Where should you foam roll? How to use foam roller. Foam rolling exercises. So this to me looks like a general guide about foam rolling, and this is actually the first mention of SMR I've seen. I still don't know what it is. Okay, so let's go back up and see if we can see anything else about SMR. Okay, so I can see a mention here. So we've got something here that is related to self-myofascial release, SMR for short. The aim of SMR is to apply blah, blah, blah. And if I just do a quick search for SMR, we have got a few mentions on the page, but I certainly wouldn't call this, what was the title tag again? a beginner's guide to SMR. Certainly wouldn't call this a beginner's guide to SMR. I wouldn't even say it's the do's and don'ts of foam rolling. I'd say it's more a general guide to foam rolling. So this could be a huge opportunity here. So if we just jump back out here, the terms we're showing impressions for but have really low click-through rate, we've got things like foam roll, we've got how to use foam rollers, that was in there, benefits, that was in there, foam roller for back pain, hamstring foam roller. We may even have other things in here which are being mentioned, we're seeing impressions for, but actually we're just kind of missing the opportunity in the article itself. So how to use foam roller for legs, we could have a new section on that. So there's an opportunity to improve the content as well. So if we just have a think about that current title tag again, if I'm searching for things like how to use foam rollers, benefits of foam rolling, foam roller for back pain, how to use a foam roller for legs, and I'm seeing something that's ranking, but it says the do's and don'ts of foam rolling, a beginner's guide to SMR, I'm probably not going to click on it. So this is a very good example of where just improving the title tag alone could potentially create instant uplifts in traffic. And then we may just want to improve the content as well. So we may want to expand on some of those areas. We'd probably want to improve this H1 as well and make it more about a general guide around foam rolling. We'd probably want to improve things like further benefits of foam rolling. Well, we need to talk about benefits first, not just the further benefits. There probably are benefits in here, but they're not very easy to find for skim readers. So we need to make it really easy for skim readers as well. So as you can see, just from using some of this data, we found a potentially huge opportunity to improve traffic to this page just with some really quick, easy changes. And if we clear this filter, we again see some further opportunities to improve that content. So if we do go down the road of making it a general guide about foam rolling, we've now got things like, why does foam rolling hurt? Can foam rolling be harmful? And you can see we've got a lot of low-hanging fruit here. It's not necessarily driving huge impressions. It's not necessarily got dreadful click-through rates, some of it, but we've definitely got some low-hanging fruit here that we could start adding into the article to improve that article further and answer some of the questions that people are asking, and again, start driving more traffic to that article fairly quickly. There might be loads of reasons for low click-through rates, and sometimes there's not much you can do about it. But if you can find a handful of opportunities this way, you could be looking at some really easy increases in traffic, and who doesn't want that? As I've mentioned before, Google's Search Console is a goldmine of data, and you can find some huge opportunities if you know where to look and how to use this data. I really hope this helped. Don't forget to subscribe for more like this, and also give this a try and let me know how you get on in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you soon.